Okay, so this is a key to section 2.1 worksheet 1 and part 1. So number 1, fill in the blanks so that the statement is true. All right, so the set, and you have the set that consists of Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, and Arkansas. And this is expressed using, and this is called the roster method. All right, so roster method. And then this set, where it's read, remember how to read this, so it's read as the set of x's such that x is a U.S. state whose name begins with the letter C. And this is expressed using set builder notation. So set builder notation. All right, B, three dots used, three dots placed in a set to show that the set continues in the same manner is called, so remember that's kind of like saying 1, 2, 3, dot, dot, dot. All right, so that's called ellipsis. Ellipsis. All right, the symbol right here is used to indicate that an object is not an element of, a set. Okay, so whenever you see that thing that going through that looks like the E, looks like an E in the letter E, that means not an element of. Just like this right here would mean equal, and this right here would mean not equal. So you've had experience with that in previous courses. All right, number 2, determine whether each of the following collections are well-defined or not well-defined. All right, so the collection of all Beatles songs is well-defined. All right, so well-defined, remember, kind of means that there's no ambiguity, there's no opinion, that is a fact. All right, so you can list all Beatles songs. Person 2 can list the same songs. Person 3 can list the same songs. The collection of best Star Wars movies, that's not well defined because that's an opinion. So person 1 could list 2 Star Wars movies that's different from yours, so that's not well defined. The collection of natural numbers less than 30, that's well defined. You, the next person will have the same list of natural numbers less than 30. So that's well defined. Okay, so number 3, write a word description of the following set. So word description, so if you look at this, A, E, I, O, U, you can just say that's a set of all vowels. All right, number 4, express the following set using roster notation. So the set of natural numbers less than 7. All right, so remember your natural numbers, okay, your natural numbers are your counting numbers. So when you count on your finger, you start 1, 2, and so on. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, dot, dot, dot. Okay? All right, but you want to list a set of natural numbers that's less than 7. Less than 7. Not less than or equal to, less than 7. So you had to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so let's see what this says. So this is in set builder. So this says the set of x's such that x is a natural number. Okay, so you want to list all the natural numbers that are between 8 and 13. Now notice that there's an equal sign here, no equal sign here. Okay, so you got to remember some things from a previous math course. So that means I cannot include 8, but here are my natural numbers. So my natural numbers, the next one would be 9, 10, 11, 12, and I can include 13. Okay, the next one. So this number 5. So number 5, they want you to determine whether each statement is true or false. Okay, true or false. All right, so is 7 an element of this set? Well, do you see 7 listed as an element? The answer is true. You do. Do you see 14 listed in here? Well, if you look at this is the set of all even numbers between 2 and 20. So is 14 in there? Yes, it is. Is 17 an element of this? Well, again, that's the list of all even numbers between 2 and 20, and 17 is not an even number. 17 is an odd number, so that's false. Now, make sure you read this correctly. This says 18 is not an element of this. Is that true or false? That's true. You don't see 18 in here. That's a true statement. All right, so that's true. It only goes up to 12, the even numbers from 2 to 12. And really, I kind of made a mistake there, didn't I? That there should be no ellipsis here because it goes from 8 to 10. All right. 3 is an element of, and here's set builder. So this is in set builder. This is roster. See, this is roster right here. This is set builder. All right, so let's kind of think about what that is. So you have your natural numbers, and you will list the natural numbers that are between 2 and 5, including 5. So that would be 3, 4, 5, right? So is 3 an element of this? Yes, it is. So that's a true statement. Next one, is 5 an element of, okay, so you have your list of natural numbers, and it is odd. So is 5 an odd natural number? Yes, it is. All right, now be careful with this one because it has not equal to, I'm sorry, not an element of. So you have all your natural numbers that are less than 8. So I'm going to go ahead and list them. So here are my natural numbers less than 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, and this says that 8 is not an element of this. Is that a true statement? Yes, it is. That's a true statement. 8's not listed there. All right, now be careful with this. See, these were elements. This is listed as a set. Okay, so this is a set. Is this set 6? Is this set 6 listed as a set in here? No, it's not. Okay, so you have to be careful. That's a difficult one to understand. So if the question had been this, if 6 was an element of, let's say, 3, 6, 7, and 8, then that would be true. Okay? But that's not what this says. This says the set. Do you see? So here's the question. Do you see this? 3, 6, 7, 8, and then all of a sudden you see a set with the element 6 in there. Do you see this? That would be a true statement. If it had this, 3, 6, 7, and then 6, then that would be true because 6 is listed, this here is listed here. That would be true. So that's false because you don't see it in here. Okay, so that's a difficult one. All right, this one, now be careful. Make sure you understand what this is saying. -3 is not an element of the natural numbers. That's true because your natural numbers, remember, your natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. You don't see -3 in there, so that's a true statement. Okay? All right, so that's going to take care of the key to section 2.1, part 1.